Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing a Boros for Mirrodin equipment deck. It's going to be a standard best of one list with average converted mana cost 2.6. It has 19 creatures, 17 non-creatures, and 24 lands. Now, the idea here is to play all the four Mirrodin equipment cards and pair them with these legendary creatures here that support equipment cards, right? Like Jorkadine, First Gold Warden, and Kemba, and we pair it with Astor here as well, and just a bunch of tech cards here and there. So let's get right into it, right? These four Mirrodin cards are the best equipment cards that Magic has probably ever seen, in my opinion, because they don't just enter the battlefield and do nothing, or enter the battlefield and wait for you to equip. No, they enter the battlefield, they make a creature and equip themselves to that creature. So this is why they're good, right? They're not just a card that you're wasting an entire turn to cast and it does nothing. At the very least, it has board presence, right? In the past, a lot of equipment cards, a lot of them, the ones that don't equip upon entering the battlefield, they would just enter the battlefield and do nothing, and you have to wait until you have more mana or for your next turn to equip it onto a creature, and by then it's usually too late because people are going to kill your creature and stuff like that, right? And you're falling too far behind. But these Mirrodin cards, or four Mirrodin equipment cards, they enter the battlefield, they make that rebel token, right? And they equip themselves onto that rebel token. And then, yeah, of course, if the token dies, they get unequipped, and then you're gonna have to equip them later on. But at the very least, you got a creature, you got board presence, you blocked, you attacked, you did a lot of things, right? This is why I think these are the best equipment cards that Magic has probably ever seen. So in my opinion, cards like Jorkadine and Kemba really play a good role. Kemba is obviously much better than Jorkadine as a card, but if you get this out early and then you equip stuff on Jorkadine, you can attack. This is a draw card for equipment synergies, right? So this is what equipments also kind of missed, which is card advantage, right? So this can be pretty decent here. So let's get right into it. Within the 1 mana slot, we have Skrelv. Skrelv is insane because best of one is swarmed with obliterators, right? That Phyrexian obliterator, and once they slam an obliterator against a deck that is trying to deal damage combat wise, people just usually lose the game, right? This is why mono red loses the game against Obliterator, or any creature deck for that matter loses a game against Obliterator, because you can't remove it, right? So Skrelv can help us go through the Obliterator and just attack without having the Obliterator block, or not just the Obliterator for that matter. It's just any big creatures that we might be facing, or it's also pretty good for us to allow to attack into a Planeswalker without having to worry about defenders, right? Rapid Battery is probably like the best equipment card in the deck without the four Mirrodin here, because it gives haste, it equips for 1, it's a 1 mana 1/1 haste, very, very good. It's and we have Eater of Virtue here just as a +2/+0 equip for 1 mana. It's very, very good. And 1 Ninja's Kunai here, equip for 1 mana again, and it can deal damage by sacrificing it, so very good. Destroy Evil is here for Shieldred, is here for Obliterator as well, and also for us to get rid of enchantments. Yes, I could have played Valorous Stance, and I had that in the deck in the past, but I had to cut it because we don't really need it, right? I mean, Skrelv can act as our protection here, and we don't really care if they are going to remove our creatures, because our equipments, they make creatures for us, so it doesn't really matter. So Destroy Evil had to be the one here. Kemba is very good. It's a mana sink. You make that cat immediately enters the battlefield, and it equips an equipment onto it, or Kemba can just enter the battlefield. It's a lord for equipments too, so it gives +1/+1 to each equipped creatures, that we have. Bard Batter Fist here. I like this more than the Halberd, even though the Halberd has better stats. It gives first strike and trample, but I like this more because it has equip 1, and you have no idea how beneficial that is. And sometimes we can equip for 0. So this has equip 3. This is pretty much, we're never going to use this to equip it unless we have an Astor or a Bladehold War Whip on the battlefield, right? And then Jorkadine is obviously like the card advantage card of the deck. It has trample. It buffs itself when it attacks. Very good. Rebel Salvo is a very good equipment removal spell here because it has affinity for equipment. So if you have 2 equipment on the battlefield, this is going to cost 1 mana, and this is the best for Mirrodin equipment at the moment, in my opinion, because it's like a lord equipment, or has like a discount effect, right? Equipped abilities you activate of other equipment cost 1 less to cast. So very good, right? And paired with Astor says equipment you control have equip 1. So equip 1 and then discount that equip 1. Now your equipments cost 0 mana, so it costs 0 for you to equip. Basically, this is why we're playing this combo here. So Blade Hold is very good, and Steel Seraph is my tech card of choice here. Steel Seraph solves a lot of problems that this deck has. First of these problems is mono red. If they're on the play or if they're on the draw, it doesn't matter, right? They deal a lot of damage to you and you have no way to gain life. Now, if you want to win in a combat dominated let's say format like best of 1, where it's a lot of creatures, right, and people are just playing a lot of aggro, you have to find a way to stabilize and swing back. You can't stabilize and swing back if you can't gain life, because they're just attacking you every turn. So Steel Seraph allows you to go over the top, allows you to play some vigilant game where you swing and block at the same time, and allows you to fly over the top. So this is our other tech card of choice when we're facing other creature decks or other obliterator decks, right? If there's an obliterator on the battlefield and we can't find our Destroy Evil or Skrelv, Steel Seraph can just give flying to our creatures. We fly over the top, and that's how usually we end up our opponent or kill our opponent. But it gives lifelink, which is why we have it in the deck, and it's a blocker, it's a flyer, we can equip stuff on it. Why not, right? This is my tech card of choice. This card makes the deck competitive, in my opinion, and makes it excel. Without having this card, if you have no way to gain life with this deck, you're just never going to enjoy playing this deck. I mean, you're gonna win a couple of games here and there, but this card, Steel Seraph, makes your odds much better against aggro decks. So yeah, that's why I have it in the deck. And then Astor here fetches, it looks like the top 7 cards of our library, and since we have 21 artifacts, 16 of them are equipment, we can easily fetch something off of Astor here. And plus, I like the discount that Astor gives. It makes equipment we control have equip 1. So yeah, within the mana base, I am running Thram Portal here because it's a low land count technically, kind of, and I do need to hit things on curve and have my colors on turn 1 and turn 2 reliably. And having a lot of plains and a lot of mountains means that sometimes we're going to open with hands that has a lot of mountains or a lot of plains and no mountains and no plains, which means we're going to have to mulligan. So yeah, that's the idea behind the mana base here. So yeah, with that being said, that does it for the gameplay. For the intro, I'm sorry. This is very straightforward. It's been a very, very fun deck. It can grab a lot of wins and it can compete within the ladder at the moment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you do, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have, or if you find any value in the content, or if you're having fun with the variety of content here. And yeah, I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. Okay, we're on the play with a keepable hand, I suppose. We have turn 1 Ninja Skunai, turn 2 Jorkadine, and then we can go from there pretty much. Nobody wants to play the game, I guess. Okay. Alright, we lead with Jorkadine here. Opponent led. Opponent is playing mid-range mono white. seems good. And then ossification is great for our opponent here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we really need the Kimba at the moment. Alright, Loran. Loran and best of one, huh? Seems good for our opponent. Okay. Casting War Whip. Let's see if they want to block here. We still have an Astor in hand that we can't seem to draw a land for. And a Seraph Paragon. Nice. Alright, we have to kill that Seraph Paragon, right? Okay, play Rabbit Battery. They want to take the draw and give the equipment deck some lands. Nice. This is gonna be white. Alright, they might wipe the board here, which should be okay, I think. I mean, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands so far. Yeah, it should be fine. It's a wedding announcement. Okay. A Rebel Salvo, huh? So, if we play Kimba here, we attach the War Whip to Kimba, but we can give Kimba haste as well. Which I don't hate. But I mean, we can get Astor down here. And just go from there, right? Let's see how good Astor is. Either Virtue or another Halberd. I think Halberd, right? Okay, we equip for free thanks to the War Whip. That's nice. That has to be really good. Alright, we go all in. So I like the combination of War Whip and Astor, right? It makes our equipment cost 0 to equip. We draw a card before blocking, huh? Alright, they block Astor. Nice. Okay, we just pass. Alright, so we have options in our hand here so far. Astor and War Whip, huh? Might play more than 2 Astor for that reason, right? Makes our equipment cost 0 to equip. Steel Seraph. And another wedding announcement, okay? Probably lifelink, right? Yeah, it's already got vigilance, so they need the life gain, I guess. Alright. Step 1 is to deal with the Seraph. Step 2 is to play the Halberd. Equip the Astor. Give it trample. Equip on Astor. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. A triple block, sure. Did they give us another draw? Nope. Alright, they're down to 2. So that's pretty decent. And it's the draw, right? Loran cannot give your opponent some cards. You just can't. That's the only thing that this deck kind of misses, is card advantage. And yep, they're in desperation mode. They have access to 3 lands, they have blockers, but GG's. Nice. Alright, what is this hand? We are on the draw with a pretty terrible hand, if I'm gonna say. Okay. Alright, we just need a land here. Fall Sleeper, of course. Might as well just attack with this. If they trade, that's fine. They're not going to trade because they can easily swing back and make it a 2-2 and swing back, right? Okay, they have a turn 2 play. Shadow, okay. We need that land desperately. We really need that land. Nice. Okay. Let's see what they do. More removal. Easy mode. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna pass holding up the rebel salvo here. I think that was the best play for us, which is to Kimba here, but who knows. We're still not drawing lands, so that's pretty good, but that means more removal in hand. Okay. At least we're taking some of their life points here. It's an underdog, sure. No attacks. Okay. Interesting. There's no point in giving haste to Kadeen here, right? See if they want to double block. That clears the battlefield for us, so that's pretty good, I guess. Okay, this way we dodge cut down. A hopeful initiate, and that's about it. Alright. Alright, they're still at 2 lands, which is quite unfortunate for our opponent, but that's what you get for being greedy, right? Running in like a low curve creature count. And this is game here. Equip on Kimba. Draw off of Jorkadine finally. They take it. Alright. Nice. GG's. Okay, we are on the play with an... Maybe this is keepable. Alright. We have 2 Astors and the Steel Seraph here, but we have 2 white for the Steel Seraph, so it's just about if we are going to be able to draw or not. We have a cut down, man, that's unfortunate. Maybe we should have played around the cut down. I mean, you kind of have to, right? Bank Buster. Are we going to draw that 3rd land? Nope. So we missed the land drop here. Very unfortunate. Opponent doesn't. It's so common for us to miss a land drop here. It's actually quite insane, bro. Yeah, that's fine. Just land me. Nice. Okay. One more land for Astor. That'd be fun. Or maybe just Halberd into Salvo next turn, because they might drop a Shieldred, right? Yeah, that's okay. No blocks. You take the draw right away. Alright. Nice. Okay. Your go for the throw does nothing against my Seraph. We'll take this. Land drop. Okay. We have to make this as mana efficient as possible, right? So here we just go lifelink. Might have removal here, which is fine. To cut down. Sure. Play Astor. Get a War Whip, of course. Because the War Whip makes our stuff cheaper, right? Plus gives double strike. Let's see what our opponent tries to do here. If it's a Shieldred, we can easily deal with that, right? They keep passing. Okay. Just play the War Whip here, I believe. And then equip this to the Seraph, maybe? They might have other removal spells here, which is fine. Flying. Let's just turn up the aggression here a little bit. Okay. We attack with no fear. We're still at 15. We have a removal in hand. They take it. Alright, they're down to 7. We're just gonna pass here casually. They have a big score. Okay. Should be interesting. Why would you run big score if you're not running a Troxa? Maybe it is a Troxa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're missing one more treasure, right? No. Yeah, they're missing one more treasure. They need white. They need green and blue. And so far they only have black and red, so sometimes you just don't need to remove the graveyard glutton here. Sometimes you just outgrow it. And I love the addition of Steel Seraph in this deck. They discard draw. Okay, so they're going to make some blocks next turn. They discard their entire hand. They're running Elder Dragon War for the mono red matchups, I believe. And that's game. Nice. Okay, we are on the play. I'm just missing a land here. And I guess a turn 1 play as well. Yeah, we definitely need a land here. Alright, we got the land. Okay. Bloodthirsty adversary. We're definitely going to take the block here. Resolve a Steel Seraph. Okay, it's a Phoenix Chick. And another one. See if they attack here. No blocks. That's a play with fire. Okay. We can just hold up our removal here comfortably. Alright, they use up that play with fire. That's fine. They bottom it, that's a good sign. It's a Thundering Raiju, as expected. And then a Destroy Evil. Nice. And the Steel Seraph should comfortably take over the game here. Nice. And that's game. Easy as that. Alright, we're on the play with a playable hand here. We got a pretty good curve if we can top deck a land. Okay. Eater of Virtue, turn 1. Jorkadine on 2. Adaptive from our opponent. Very straightforward. Should be a pretty difficult game here for us, honestly. Jorkadine. A Beast Caller, they always have it. Should we trade? I guess not. Alright. I'm gonna equip here and attack. Just so we can draw some cards. We drew the land we needed. Okay. Next turn we can have him attack us here, no problem. Next turn we can gain life with the Steel Seraph, so Playing Steel Seraph on 3 there was not an optimal play. Alright, next game. They missed a land drop. Nice. Okay, we're on the play with a... with a hand that has no equipments, basically. Should be okay though, right? Okay. Mono red. Of course. Play the halberd here. Even though the priority goes for Jorkadine, but if they have removal for the Jorkadine, I'd at least rather they remove the rebel here, right? Seems like they already have removal in hand. Another Swift Spear into a Play with Fire. Yeah, very straightforward. Okay, play Kimba. If they have a lightning strike, I'd rather the Kimba soaks it, right? I don't want them. Steel Seraph is our only hope against mono red, so I don't want them to really kill this Steel Seraph. It's a Feldin, and then a Phoenix Chick. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to block the Feldin here. Nice. Alright, that buys us a lot of time here, right? Play Astor. Get a War Whip. And pass. Mechanized Warfare. That's nice for them, right? And then they go all in. That's okay. No play with fire, hopefully. It's and the festivities. That's nice for you. And what is this? Blazing Crescendo. They're running that card. They're just gonna go for end the festivities here. Yeah, to kill the Astor. Okay. Man, we desperately wanted a land there, huh? Because a land would have allowed us to play two things here. Kumano. We have to block, unfortunately. Yeah. It is insanely hard to beat, right? Mono red. No matter what you do, it's really hard to beat. Okay. We have an Iganjo here as well. All right. Let's see if we can make it happen. Another land, that's a good sign. Okay. Is this game? That is game. Nice. Alright, so the extra life from Steel Seraph actually managed to win us the game. Nice. That 3 life, that 3 decisive life. It was down to the wire, but, you know, we managed to get a win against Mono right here with an insane hand, huh? That's pretty good. GG's.